Hey guys, Uncle Ray. Welcome to another episode of the Crypto Bellwether. I don't always tell you what you want to hear, but I tell you what you need to hear to make an informed decision. But if you own Fantom or you're thinking about buying or selling Fantom, this is news you want to hear because it's extremely bullish. Now, before we get into that, I want to recommend that if you're not familiar with Fantom, go to Fantom.Foundation, surf around, look at their tech, look at their ecosystem, get familiar with their foundation and their founder. It's a powerhouse layer one, and I believe it has an amazing future coming down the pipe. And they are firing on all cylinders. Now, here's the thing. Here's the announcement. It says Fantom network growth outpaces industry leaders by over 2,000%. Now, in this article, they compare Fantom to Finance. Finance grew by 87% last year, while Fantom grew by 2,108%. Guys, that's absolutely amazing growth. That's what you want to see. They put a lot of money into their ecosystem and into their developers at the first of the year, and it's paying dividends. Now, I know the price doesn't reflect that growth, but it always catches up because it is not the same Fantom that it was a year ago. It's grown by 2,100%, and it's firing on all cylinders in every sector. NFTs, DeFi, the Metaverse, smart contracts, being EVM compatible, you name it, guys. Fantom is growing, and that's really, really positive. Now, to talk about 2022 real quick, this is just something everyone needs to understand of just how bullish 2022 was. Yes, the price what doesn't reflect it, but the silver lining to the invasion of Russia, which is horrible. But one thing as far as crypto happened was there was a very bright light shined on Bitcoin and crypto around the world. Because immediately when people didn't have access to their banking accounts, the crypto community stepped up, and what, in the first couple of days they sent like $30 million in Bitcoin to the Ukraine. So think about that. A lot of people had their eyes open to just how dangerous it is to have centralized banking. And when Canada froze the bank accounts of the truckers, the average blue collar workers in Canada didn't have access to their money just because they were protesting. They weren't breaking the law. The world saw that, and the crypto community sent those truckers Bitcoin. Now, all around the world, the countries are printing too much money and inflation is going berserk. America claims about 10% inflation, but if you are like me, you know it's double or triple that. All you got to do is just go price out how much a used car went up, how much property went up, how much your power bill, gas, you name it, it's up way, way more than 10%. But here's a positive to that. When I said the spotlight was shined on Bitcoin, well, it also showed people all around the world that there's another option, that you can store your money in Bitcoin, for instance. And if it outruns inflation, well, that's life changing. Forget that it actually doubles, triples, quadruples, or hits a new high one day. But, inflation around the world got to like 70% a month in Turkey. Venezuela was, 50%. Argentina, somewhere like that. It's crazy how high inflation has gotten. So now the world is starting to really take a look at Bitcoin, and that's going to make them understand the difference between DeFi and the regular banking. You have like XRP and XLM and the Lightning Network. banking the unbanked around the world, guys, it's getting better and better and better by the minute, and I'm extremely bullish on crypto for 2023 and for the next bull run. Now, I didn't mean to get into a rant. Let's get back to Fantom. Now, the other thing you want to see outside of the growth is that they still have money to keep moving forward. Now, I know last year they announced they had like $480 million to put into their ecosystem. And obviously they put a lot, but I don't know how much they have left. I saw a couple of numbers that they've spent like 35, 40 million. That means they have a lot more left. But either way, they have projects like this. It says Fantom announces community first funding initiative with Gitcoin's grant protocol to bolster the DApp, the DApp development. Well, Gitcoin donated 72 million to help build out their ecosystem. So obviously they have a lot of money set aside to keep this momentum going. So I can't imagine that 2023 is not going to be bullish for Fantom. Now, also, what else is bullish? Well, their launch wasn't in America. Americans could not buy their ICO. So I think they are going to be okay as a security. Now, as not being a security. This is not financial advice. Anything can happen, but that's something that's really, really positive because America is the only place, for the most part, I'm not going to talk about China and Russia. I don't really include those anyway, of projects like Fantom being at risk. It's a great project, and it's going to help build out the future. Now, let's take a look at the chart. And I know it looks ugly, guys, but here's the thing, and it's probably going lower. It may have found a bottom, but right now it's at like 20 cents. And that is honestly, if it goes any lower, there's nothing stopping it to go to maybe all-time lows. That's what I personally want to see. Then I'll start adding to my bag because, you know, the lower it goes, guys, if it's going to come back in the next bull run, this thing goes to a penny or stays at 20 cents, it's still going to take out its all-time high, in my opinion. And if that happens from even this point, we're looking at about a 20x. If it falls down to 10 cents, 5 cents, 2 cents, that just gets better and better because I believe that Fantom has a great future, and I don't have any doubt that it's going to not make it through the bear run. It's going to make it. And in the next bull run, Fantom, all that growth, the price is going to catch up, and it's going to be a great investment, in my opinion. Again, not financial advice. Well, anyway, guys, I just want to leave this thought with you, and I'll let you go. I know 2022 was brutal price-wise, but I'm telling you, this is the best time in history for the average person to change their financial future. That's the opportunity that we all have, and that's why I started this channel. I just want to spread the word, and if you're not in crypto right now, I want to recommend go to my, I'll leave a description, a link down below. Go to my Bitcoin challenge, just watch the video, and look, start with $10. Assume you're going to lose that $10, but just get started, get educated, because guys, this is time to start learning and growing and stacking real world projects with real world utility. And in the next bull run, and when we get regulation and the Fed starts printing money again, when all that happens, when it all comes together, guys, it's going to be explosive, and you're going to be happy you stayed in crypto. Again, not financial advice. Do your own homework. Crypto is immensely risky. However, I believe it's worth the risk, but only you can decide. And I highly recommend only put in money you can afford to lose. But the future is going to be Bitcoin, crypto, digital assets, the metaverse, DeFi, smart contracts, NFTs. The world is changing. We're going to have a banking reset. Everything's going digital. That's not hypothetical. Those are all facts. So anyway, I'm extremely positive, extremely bullish, and I want you to be as well. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. Hit that notification. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. And either way, guys, hit that like button and come back and be part of this community. Take care and Happy New Year.